Hello YouTube. Today we will be reading Grasshopper on the Road by Arnold Lobel. It's copyright 1978. Grasshopper wanted to go on a journey. I will find that road, he said. I will follow that road wherever it goes. One morning Grasshopper found a road. It was long and dusty. It went up hills and down to valleys. This road looks fine to me, said Grasshopper. I am on my way, and there goes Grasshopper off on his road. See a twist and bend in the distance. The club. Grasshopper walked quickly along the road. He saw a sign on the side of a tree. The sign said, "Morning is best." Soon, Grasshopper saw another sign. It said, "3 cheers for morning." Grasshopper saw a group of beetles. They were singing and dancing. They were carrying more signs. "Good morning," said Grasshopper. See, they're all signs. Ever sign morning's best on tree. There's 60 beetles carrying more signs. See, we love morning. Kiss me, it's morning. Morning is tops. Hail morning, sweet sunrise. Yes, said one of the beetles. It is a good morning. Every morning is a good morning. The beetle carried a sign said, "Make mine morning." This is a meaning of the We Love Morning Club, said the beetle. Every day we get together to celebrate another bright, fresh morning. Grasshopper, do you love morning? Oh yes, said Grasshopper. Hooray, shouted all the beetles. Grasshopper loves morning. I knew it, said the beetle. I could tell you by your face. You are a morning lover. See, all the beetles love Grasshopper. The beetles made Grasshopper ring a reflowers. They gave him a sign that says, "Morning is tops." "Now," they said, "Grasshopper is in our club. When does this clover sparkle with dew?" asked a beetle. "In the morning," cried all the other beetles. "When is the sunshine yellow and new?" asked a beetle. "In the morning," cried all the other beetles. They turned somersaults and sewed their heads. They danced and sang, "M-O-N-M-O-R-N-I-N-G spells morning." "I love afternoon too," said Grasshopper. The beetles stopped singing and dancing. "What do you say?" they asked. "I said that I loved afternoon," said Grasshopper. All the beetles were quiet. "Night is very nice," said Grasshopper. "Stupid," said a beetle. He grabbed the wreath of flowers. "Dummy," said another beetle. He snatched the sign from Grasshopper. "Anyone who loves afternoon and night can never be in our club," said a third beetle. "Up with morning!" shouted all the beetles. They waved their signs and marched away. Grasshopper was all alone. He saw the yellow sunshine. He saw the dew sparkling on the clover. And he went on down a road. A new house. The road went up a steep hill. Grasshopper went to the top. He found a large apple lying on the ground. "I will have my lunch," said Grasshopper. He had a big bite of the apple. "Look what you did," said a worm who lived in the apple. "You have made a hole in my roof." See, Grasshopper. The apple was in fact a worm who had lived inside. "It is not polite to eat a person's house," said the worm. "I'm sorry," said Grasshopper. Just then the apple began to roll down the road near the hill. "Stop! Catch me!" cried the worm. The apple was rolling faster and faster. "Help! My head is bumping on the walls. My dishes are falling off the shelves." Grasshopper ran after the apple. "Everything is a mess in here," cried the worm. "My bathtub is in the living room. My bed is in the kitchen." Grasshopper kept running down the hill, but he could not catch the apple. "I am getting dizzy," cried the worm. "My floor is on the ceiling. My yak is in the cellar." The apple rolled and rolled. It rolled all the way down the hill to the bottom of the hill. And the apple hit the tree, smashed to 100 pieces. "Too bad, worm," said Grasshopper. "Your house is gone." The worm climbed up the side of the tree. "Oh, never mind." It was old, had a big. Anyway, this is a fine time for me to find a new house. Grasshopper looked up into the tree, saw it was full of apples. Grasshopper smiled and went on down the road. The sweeper. Grasshopper found a cloud of dust. "Clean, clean, clean," said a housefly who was sweeping the road. "My broom and I will make this road as clean as be." "Housefly," said Grasshopper, "the road is not very dirty." "It is too much dusty," said the housefly. "It's covered with stones and sticks, and I must I must nasty things. Must cover 7,600 nasty things. But Rue and I will brush them away. That's what he wants to do. One day I was at home, not doing anything. So the housefly, I saw a speck of dust on my rug. I picked up to a speck of dust. Next to it was another speck of dust. I picked that one too. Next up was another speck of dust. I ran and got my broom. I swept all the dust that was on my rug. I saw another piece of dirt on my floor. Next to it was another piece of dirt. Next to that was another piece of dirt. With my broom, I swept all the dirt that was on my floor. I cleaned my whole house from top to bottom. I washed my windows. After I washed them, I looked outside. I saw my garden path. There were ugly pebbles in my garden path. I rushed outside with my broom. I swept all the pebbles away. At the end of the path was my gate. It was covered with mud and moss. I scrubbed all the mud and moss off my gate. I opened my gate and walked onto this dusty, dirty road. I took my broom and went sweep, sweep, sweep up the road to the house. You've worked very hard, said Grasshopper. I think you should rest for a while. No, said the housefly. I'll never rest. I'm having a wonderful time. I'll see you on the whole world is clean, clean, clean. But Grasshopper was just beginning Grasshopper's flies. Alright, so you spent quite a housefly and went on down the road. The voyage. Grasshopper came to a puddle of water in the road. He was just about to harbor the puddle. Wait! Heard a tiny voice. Grasshopper looked down. At the edge of the puddle was a mosquito. He was sitting on a little boat. It is a rule, said the mosquito. You must use the throat to get across the lake. But sir, said Grasshopper, I can easily jump across over to the other side. Rules are rules, said the mosquito. Climb into my boat. Your boat is too small for me, said Grasshopper. Rules are rules, said the mosquito. You must get into my boat. I can't fit into your boat, said Grasshopper. Rules are rules, said the mosquito. Well then, there's only one thing for me to do. Grasshopper picked up the boat. All aboard, called the mosquito. Grasshopper held the boat very carefully. He said on the belt. You're lucky to be on this voyage, said the mosquito. I have been sailing back and forth across this lake for many years, said the mosquito. I am not afraid of storms or waves. Grasshopper took another step. I know more about sailing than anyone else around here, said the mosquito. Grasshopper took more steps. He was on the other side of the boat, put the boat down to water. That was a good trip, said the mosquito. Now it's ready back to George away for new riders. Thank you, said Grasshopper. Thank you very much for taking me across the lake. I was glad to, said the mosquito. Grasshopper waved goodbye and kept on walking down the road. Always. In the late afternoon, Grasshopper saw a mushroom. It was growing at the edge of the road. I'll rest my feet, he said. Grasshopper sat on the mushroom. 3 butterflies flew down. Grasshopper, said the butterflies, you will have to move. Yes, said the first butterfly, you are sitting on our place. Every afternoon at this time, we have to fly this mushroom. We sit on it for a while. There are lots of other mushrooms, said Grasshopper. They will not do, said the second butterfly. This is the mushroom we always sit on. Grasshopper got up. The 3 butterflies sat down. Each and every day we do the same thing at the same time, said the third butterfly. We like it that way. We wake up in the morning, said the first butterfly. We scratch our heads 3 times. Always, said the second butterfly. Then we open and close our wings 4 times. We fly in a circle 6 times. Always, said the third butterfly. We go to the same tree and each lunch the same lunch every day. Always, said the first butterfly. After lunch we sit on the same sunflower. We take the same nap. We have the same dream. What sort of dream? Asked Grasshopper. We dreamed that we were sitting on a sunflower taking a nap, said the second butterfly. Always, said the first bird butterfly. When we wake up, we scratch our head more than 3 times. We fly in a circle 6 more times. Then we come here, the first butterfly. We sit down on this mushroom. Always, said the second butterfly. Don't you ever change anything? Asked Grasshopper. No, never, said the butterflies. Each day is fine for us. Grasshopper, said the butterflies. We like talking to you. We meet you every day at this time. We will send this mushroom. You will sit right here. We will tell you about our scratching and our flying. We will tell you about our napping, our dreaming. You will listen just the way you are listening right now. Now, Grasshopper, I'm sorry, well, I'm not here. I'll move on. I will do other things. That's too bad, said the butterflies. We will miss you. Grasshopper, do you really do different every your life? Always, said Grasshopper. Always and always. He said goodbye to the butterflies and walked quickly down the road. In the evening, Grasshopper walked slowly along the road. The sun was going down. The world was soft and quiet. Grasshopper heard loud sound. Zoom! Grasshopper heard another noise. Zoom! He saw 2 dragonflies in the air. Poor Grasshopper, said the dragonflies. We are flying fast. You're only walking, as I said. It is not sad, said Grasshopper. I like to walk. The dragonflies flew over Grasshopper's head. We can see so many things from up here, said the dragonflies. All I can see is that road. I like this road, said Grasshopper. I can see flowers growing along the side of a road. We're zipping and zooming, said the first dragonfly. We do not have time to look at flowers. I can see leaves moving in the trees, said Grasshopper. We're looping and spinning, said the second dragonfly. We don't have time to look at leaves. I can see the sunset over the mountain, said Grasshopper. What sunset? What mountain, said the dragonflies. We are diving and dipping. There's no time to look at sunset and sunsets and mountains. Zoom! The two dragonflies raced across the sky. Soon they were gone. The world was quiet again. The sky became dark. Grasshopper watched the moon right over the land. He watched the stars come out. He was happy to walk slowly on down the road. Grasshopper was tired. He lay down in a soft place. He knew that in the morning the road would still be there, taking on to wherever he wanted to go. The end.